March is where we typically start to see the real story of the year unfold in real estate. The holidays are behind us, buyers are back in the market, and sellers are testing pricing. And what we're seeing right now across Montecito, Hope Ranch, and Santa Barbara is not one single market, but three very different ones. I'm Michelle Eskandari with Sotheby's International Realty, and this is your April 2026 market update. Let's break it down. Let's start in Montecito, where the market continues to be active but highly selective. Right now, we're sitting at 5.6 months of inventory, which keeps Montecito in a more balanced market. We saw 10 homes sell this month, with 11 currently pending, which is actually a strong indicator that deals are still moving through the pipeline. The median list price came in at $7.474 million, while the median sales price is at $5.347 million. And homes are taking a little longer to sell, with an average of 99 days on the market and a median closer to 32 days. Here's what that really tells us. Montecito is not a speed market, it's a precision market. Buyers are active, but they are analyzing everything. They're comparing value, watching price adjustments, and stepping in when something feels right. But for home, if it's priced right and it's highly desirable type home, it is sold with multiple offers right away. We're also seeing continued strength in the luxury segment, with multiple sales in the 5 to 7.5 million range, and even a couple above 10 million. So the takeaway is simple. The market is moving, but only for homes that are positioned correctly. In Hope Ranch, which continues to operate on its own category entirely. And this month is a perfect example of that. There were no closed sales in March. Now, if you're just looking at the headline, it might feel like the market is stalled, but that's not actually what's happening. Hope Ranch is an extremely low volume market, and what we're seeing instead is a lack of completed transactions, not a lack of demand. In fact, the data shows limited inventory movement overall, with only a small number of listings and activity concentrated at the very high end, including a new listing above 10 million. Year to date, median list prices are holding around 12.5 million, which reinforces the strength of this luxury segment. This is not a market that moves monthly, it moves in moments. When the right property meets the right buyer, it trades. Until then, it can feel very quiet. So for sellers here, this is about patience and positioning. And for buyers, this is about timing, because when something does align, it tends to move quickly. Santa Barbara continues to be the most active and competitive of the three markets. Right now, Santa Barbara is sitting at 2.38 months inventory, which is firmly in seller's market territory. We saw 92 homes sold this month and 100 homes currently pending, which shows strong and consistent demand. The median list price came in at $2.665 million, while the median sales price was $1.995, and homes are moving quickly, with the median of just 16 days on market. That number is important. 17 days, 16 days, that's not hesitation. That's decisive buyer behavior. And we're seeing strong activity across multiple price points, especially in the 1 to 2.5 million range, which continues to drive the majority of transactions. So what does this mean? Santa Barbara is where buyers are competing, acting quickly, and making decisions with confidence, especially when homes are priced correctly. So when we zoom out and look at all three markets together, here's the real story. This is not one market, it's three very different dynamics happening at the same time. Montecito is balanced and selective. Hope Ranch is quiet, but high value and timing driven. And Santa Barbara is fast moving and highly competitive. The common thread across all three: pricing and positioning matter more than ever. Buyers are informed, they're watching closely, and they're stepping in, but only when the opportunity makes sense. So whether you're thinking about buying or selling this year, the strategy matters far more than the timing alone. If you want to understand how these numbers apply to your specific situation, your home, your goals, your timing, I'd love to connect and walk you through it. I'll see you in next month's update, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's happening in our market.